Hello, it's BrickBros UK, and after turning the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Realm Explorer set 76109 into the Mechanical Ant alternative build first time around, we thought we'd revisit the set again to see if we could offer up something new. And after a bit of time designing, we ended up making the alternative build we're calling Pym'S Lab, which is basically the inside of the hero's lab. So if you like the look of this creation, you can check out our step-by-step build tutorial at the end to construct it, but first we're going to show you what's in it. And as far as spare parts go, we only had a few left over with the landing ski piece, which are parts that could be added to the build if you wanted to use them up. Now our Pym'S lab is split up into 3 sections and features plenty of scientific research equipment that will be great to use with the Wasp and Ant-Man when they visit. The inside base structure of the build's not bad either, but there's no outside walls of course, and thanks to the Explorer parts it's got a nice dark red and grey colour scheme. So if we go in for a closer look, on the left we built the lab's main generator unit, which has a round barrel body to bulk it out, levers on top to adjust the power, a dark red industrial tile for detail, and a tool rack at the bottom for Hank's handy equipment. Another cool thing about this section is it's connected to the middle via a ball joint for easy adjustment, allowing you to expand or narrow the lab how you want. Then on the side of the generator, you've probably already noticed we created a movable auto turret system by clipping the 2 stud shooters to these grey steam exhausts for extra protection, which are fun weapons to aim in all directions and unleash when the lab comes under attack from the ghost or other intruders. Heading over to the middle of the lab, this is the area where you can conduct experiments, and for comfort value we installed a swivelling chair if anyone wants to sit down to concentrate on their work. We also created a workstation table with a movable microscope arm that can be brought closer to minifigures when they need to see shrunken objects up close for repairs, and we put the gold roller skate on the table to represent their van in miniature form. Directly behind the chair, we couldn't resist adding another table to spread out the second gold vehicle with the scientific substance bottles for a messy lab look, and in the centre Hank's got a square tool rack for a few accessories. Then opposite the table you'll find a part-built prototype new device on the third table, which doesn't really do anything, but it adds to the whole scientific feel of the place to show Hank's been busy, so it's a fully kitted out lab with plenty to see and do. Following on from the middle, if we go over to the right, we put together Hank Pym's original shrinking machine that's basically an early model he developed before his suit came about, and it can be used to shrink objects in his experiments. Now, like the left side, it's ball jointed for flexible adjustment in play. We also thought for a crude homemade Pym design we put the triangular metal support pieces on the sides with 2 angled exhausts, because these support details give the impression it's been bolted down to stop it from destroying itself, as it can be a bit unstable when Hank fires it up. Looking in the centre of the machine, there's a platform where you can place objects for shrinking like the gold cup. But if we remove it, you can see it's got these dark red angled tiles sticking out a step up for minifigures at the front, exposed wires for a prototype extra, and at the back the dome cockpit canopy has become a particle deflective shield to stop any breaches. Then for the all-important shrinking feature, we built a large mechanical arm on the right to hold Ant-Man's shrink gun, which has plenty of flexibility for swinging it out of the way when an experiment's finished, or it can be swung back in when you have an object on the platform ready to be shrunk. So this shrink machine looks the part, and when you combine everything together it's a great place to put a minifigure like Wasp if her suit's malfunctioning and she needs to be shrunk to a tiny size for a mission. Last up, if we turn to the other side of the lab, we continued the nice design of the build by clipping the lovely round windows with red print here to decorate the lab table backdrop, and below the windows there's some tile detail too. And on the back of the generator we added some exposed wires to finish off the build's homemade design. So that's our Hank Pym's Lab alternative build, which as you've just seen is an excellent new creation to make if you prefer to transform the Quantum Realm Explorer into a fun little base for experimenting and chilling out with your minifigures. Now, due to the limited pieces, we know the lack of outside walls will annoy some of you, but we wanted to focus on play value, and with the generator, moving sections, turrets, experimenting tables, swivelling chair, microscope and the shrinking machine, you have everything you need to recreate some of the movie lab scenes or your own Quantum Realm experimental adventures, which is what we feel this set needed. And thanks to its interesting design, it should look good as a side display for the minifigures too, adding a nerdy lab touch to the scene. So if you're looking for something different and would love to make Hank Pym's Lab like we have, you should watch on now to check out our step-by-step build tutorial, and if you're ready to go, let's start the build. And that's the finished build, so now you can enjoy our Hank Pym's lab, or maybe you've taken inspiration from this creation to make something even more awesome. Hope you enjoyed a BrickBros UK alternative build, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to BrickBros UK.